Welcome, soap opera fans. If you're a diehard follower of The Bold and the Beautiful, you know that the drama never stops in the glamorous world of Forrester creations and the tangled lives of its iconic characters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most explosive storylines unfolding right now in February 2026, Ridge Forrester's shocking reaction to Taylor Hayes' budding romance with Deacon Sharp. This isn't just a quick recap. We're expanding this into a full, in-depth analysis, speculation, and breakdown perfect for a long-form YouTube video. We'll cover character backstories, past rivalries, fan theories, and how this plot twist ties into the show's 39-year history. Buckle up because this script is designed to keep your viewers hooked for an epic session. Let's break it down paragraph by paragraph, scene by scene, and explore why Ridge's ultimatum could change everything. First off, let's set the stage for those who might be new to B&B or need a refresher. The Bold and the Beautiful premiered in 1987 as a sister show to The Young and the Restless, created by William J. Bell and Lee Phillip Bell. It focuses on the Forrester family, fashion moguls in Los Angeles, and their endless web of love triangles, betrayals, and corporate intrigue. Ridge Forrester, played by the charismatic Thorsten Kaye since 2013, replacing Ron Moss, is the ultimate leading man, a designer, a lover, and a perpetual heartbreaker. He's been married multiple times to both Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Taylor Hayes, now Rebecca Budig, who took over from Krista Allen in 2024. Taylor, a psychiatrist with a heart of gold but a history of bad decisions, has always been Ridge's other soulmate. And then there's Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, the reformed bad boy who's been in and out of prison, tangled with nearly every woman on the show, and is currently married to the ultimate villainess, Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. This setup is primed for fireworks, and boy, are we getting them. The bombshell dropped recently when Ridge discovered that Taylor has a new man in her life, and it's none other than Deacon. In the episode aired on February 6, 2026, we saw the tension build to a boiling point. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, Ridge's fiercely protective daughter, spilled the beans to her father at Forrester Creations. Steffi, who's always been Team Taylor when it comes to her parents' on-again, off-again saga, is horrified by this development. She's convinced that Taylor's involvement with Deacon will unleash Sheila's wrath, potentially endangering the entire family. Ridge's reaction? Pure shock and outrage. "Sheila's man?" he exclaimed, his face contorting in disbelief. This moment captures Ridge's character perfectly. He's possessive, even when he's not in the relationship anymore. Thorsten Kaye's portrayal here is masterful. You can see the jealousy flickering in his eyes, masked as concern for Taylor's safety. Steffi warns Ridge about Taylor and Deacon on Bold and the Beautiful, and it's a scene loaded with family drama. Steffi, fresh from a conversation with her husband, Finn, who's no stranger to Sheila's manipulations, remember Sheila is her biological mother, lays it all out. She explains how Taylor and Deacon's forbidding romance started innocently, perhaps through therapy sessions or chance encounters at Il Giordano, Deacon's restaurant. But now it's escalating. Steffi fears that if Sheila finds out, she'll go unhinged again and come after everybody. This isn't hyperbole. Sheila has a history of violence, including shooting Taylor years ago, which led to Taylor being presumed dead for a time. That death paved the way for Ridge to reunite with Brooke, creating one of the show's most enduring love triangles. Steffi's plea to Ridge is desperate. "Dad, you have to shut this down." But as fans know, Ridge's interventions often backfire spectacularly. I don't think Ridge's attempt to shut Taylor down will work. In fact, it might push her further into Deacon's arms. After Steffi drops the bomb, she heads to the office to confront Ridge directly. The dialogue here is tense and revealing. Ridge, ever the patriarch, can't wrap his head around it. Is Taylor really hooking up with Deacon? His voice laced with incredulity. Steffi's hoping Ridge will back her up, applying pressure on Taylor to end things. And knowing Ridge's bossy nature, that's exactly what he'll try. But let's pause and analyze this. Ridge has a long history of meddling in his exes' lives. Remember when he forbade Brooke from dating Nick Marone back in the day? It didn't end well. Taylor, who's finally moving on after Ridge's repeated betrayals by choosing Brooke, isn't likely to take orders from him now. Ridge reacts to Taylor's relationship with Deacon on B&B, and it's a masterclass in soap opera jealousy. Steffi emphasizes that Deacon isn't just any man. He's married to Sheila, the woman who has terrorized their family for decades. Ridge's disbelief turns to anger quickly. She can have any man she wants, he grunts, but Steffi pointedly replies, "Except you." Ouch! That line cuts deep, highlighting Ridge's ego and his inability to let Taylor fully move on. He vows to check on her, declaring, "Deacon won't be in Taylor's life. It's not going to happen." This sets up the explosive confrontation we saw on February 6th, where Ridge bursts into Taylor's office, catches her and Deacon kissing, and slams the door with a growl, "Take your hands off her." The fury in his voice is palpable, and it's clear this is more than just safety. It's about Ridge's wounded pride. Steffi's ultimatum and Ridge's history of interference add layers to this storyline. Earlier, Steffi told Taylor point blank, if she pursues Deacon, she'll be cut out of Steffi's life and the grandkids. Deacon, sensing the gravity, asked Taylor if Steffi was bluffing. Taylor's response was, "Yeah, she believes it." Steffi's desperation stems from genuine fear. Sheila's danger is real. But Ridge, being Ridge, will march over and echo that sentiment. "I want you to be happy, but it can't be with Deacon." This mirrors his past behavior with Brooke and Nick. Ridge always thinks he gets to dictate terms, even post-breakup. Fans on Reddit and Facebook are buzzing about this. One user on r.boldandthebeautiful noted, "Taylor just loves chasing married men, doesn't she?" It's a fair point. Taylor's history includes affairs with married men like James Warwick and even Ridge when he was with others. Why Taylor won't let Ridge dictate her future on Bold and the Beautiful is a key theme here. Ridge acts like he has veto power over his ex's dating choices, but Taylor's not having it. Unlike Brooke, who sometimes used other men to make Ridge jealous, Taylor's feelings for Deacon seem genuine. She's fallen for him legitimately, seeing him as her person. Rebecca Budig brings a vulnerability to Taylor that's refreshing. Her portrayal shows a woman reclaiming her agency after years of pining for Ridge. If Ridge trots over and demands she drop this and go find another man, it'll backfire. Taylor's not afraid of Sheila anymore, and she's done letting Ridge control her narrative. This could lead to a massive explosion, with Taylor putting Ridge in his place. Ridge's lack of moral ground in Taylor's love life is glaring. He betrayed Taylor repeatedly by running back to Brooke, even going behind her back. So why does he think he has any say? Yet that won't stop him. Spoilers for February 9th, 2026 reveal Ridge raging and ordering Deacon to stay away from Taylor. In Monday's episode, Ridge reaffirms that this romance is over, using a menacing tone. Deacon defends his feelings, trying to convince Ridge they could be good together, but Ridge isn't listening. This confrontation is must-watch TV. Thorsten Kaye and Sean Cannon have incredible chemistry in their scenes, blending rivalry with reluctant respect. I think Ridge will lecture Taylor, calling her feelings for Deacon a silly little rebound crush and marginalizing them. He'll argue she's putting everyone at risk because of Sheila. And yes, Steffi's not wrong. Sheila is dangerous. But Taylor's a grown woman who can decide for herself. Ridge lost any right to weigh in when he chose Brooke. Still, expect him to demand Taylor stop it right now, before it goes any further. Classic Ridge, bossy and mouthpiece. But if he invalidates her emotions or makes it about his own ego, like suggesting she's rebounding because he crushed her, it'll push her away. Will Ridge's demands push Taylor closer to Deacon? Absolutely. Taylor might enjoy knowing it bothers Ridge that she's moving on. If talking to Taylor fails, Ridge could confront Deacon directly, getting in his face. Leave Taylor alone. Go back to your psycho wife, Sheila. But Deacon won't back down. He'll fire back about how Ridge mistreated Taylor, saying Ridge never deserved her. Deacon truly believes he and Taylor are soulmates, a chance for the big love of their lives. This hits Ridge's ego hard. He always thought Taylor would pine for him forever. Deacon versus Ridge. The battle for Taylor on B&B is heating up. We can see them going at it, but hopefully not where Sheila overhears. Spoilers indicate Sheila will find out and go nuts. She's planning a romantic surprise for Deacon on February 9th, which could backfire badly if she learns about Taylor. Meanwhile, Brooke might ship Taylor and Deacon, telling Taylor to go for it, with a Sheila warning. Hope Logan, Anoka Knoll, could defend Deacon if Ridge trash talks him. This week, Hope chats with Sheila at Il Giordano, possibly trying to influence her to let Deacon go peacefully. Brooke and Hope weigh in on the scandal, adding more family tension. Brooke, who's been on both sides of Ridge's interference, might side against him here. If Hope hears Ridge bad-mouthing her father, she'll have words. This ties into the larger family dynamics, the Logans versus the Forresters, with Deacon as a